go back to our top story and the arrest of Malcolm Naden on the New South Wales northern coast. Grahame Holdstein is a local businessman in the nearby town of Gloucester, and he joins us now on the phone. Grahame, we're going to be hearing from the police a little later on in the morning to give us their version of events. What do you know about this capture?
Well, only that I got woken up about 5 o'clock this morning from the papers and the radios to tell me that he'd been caught. But it's going to be a very exciting news for everyone in Gloucester. It's going to be very relieving for those out in that area where he was caught and had been sighted at different times. So it's a good thing. This is a bad man who needed to be caught.
Grahame, can you tell us a bit about that background and the sightings? I guess people talk to each other in the street about these sorts of things. So can you paint a picture of the mood surrounding this man and his presence?
Yeah, the mood changed actually from wherever it was, right in the town itself. Not a lot of people were overly concerned, and there's lots of jovial talking about it. But if you go back to where he was actually caught in that area, had to be fairly traumatic for those people, wondering whether he was going to come into their house on that particular night. And I do know a couple of people who lived out in the back areas who were very concerned. But in the township itself, the concern wasn't so great.
And we're just looking at some pictures there from the last time that he was sighted, and there was a search on there. What can you tell us about the landscape there and why it might have been a decent place to hide out?
Oh, yeah, the landscape is just absolutely thick as you can possibly get. The police have done a really good job in getting him.
Yep.
They were in heavy force in Gloucester. We've had a lot of police presence here. Police have been very, very good. They've maintained a low profile in the township itself, but there've been dozens and dozens of police here the whole time. But the area where he was caught is very, very heavily, thickly dense property.
Yeah.
And so he could well have hidden out for years yet. So I do congratulate the police on what they've done.
And as well as some excitement today on all of the fuss about this, Grahame, some relief, do you think, within the townsfolk? Yeah,
townsfolk itself, they weren't necessarily burdened because they've had hundreds of police around us all the time anyway. But the ones, especially just on the outskirts of town and back into the area where he was caught, they would be very, very relieved at this stage.
Terrific. Well, good news for yourself and the locals there, Grahame. We appreciate your time very, very early this morning.
Okay, it's a pleasure.